there, good afternoon. My name is Baba Tando. I come your way with the world of sports. Let's get talking right here, right now. Asante Kotoko were made to settle for a point in a must-win game against Brekum Chelsea at the Baba Yara Stadium yesterday in a Ghana Premier League fixture. Now, they drew 1-1 at home to extend their winless run to 2 games after Sunday's shock defeat to Dreams FC. Kotoko are now 7th on the league table with 10 points after a decent start, which saw them in the top 4. Head coach of the Porcupine Warriors, Parker Fabian, says his boys are a little bit under pressure.
No, it was a tactical indiscipline on the part of our boys because we told them that they should put the ball in depth and play. I mean, start the attack from the back and then play and then outwit the opponent. But because they were picking up, maybe you didn't see me on the back at the touchline. I kept on shouting that they should put the ball on the turf and play. But I don't know what happened. They kept following the ball and it wasn't good for us. Sometimes when people are playing under pressure, that's what happens. You can be close to him and you call him and he cannot even hear you. Anytime we are playing Kumasi, I see that they play under some kind of pressure, some invisible pressure somewhere. I don't know, but I keep telling them that they should relax and play football. They should not, give their minds to the shouting from the stands. Otherwise, they will always play under pressure, and that's what is happening. Well, that's what happened.
Now, still on the Ghana Premier League, Waffa actually had they had their luck continuing as they drew 1-1 with Ash Gold at home to end a 4-match losing streak. The academy boys opened the scoring with a penalty, but were pegged back by substitute Richard Jody. Joint leaders Ash Gold have found life in the league tough with a draw and a defeat in their last 2 games. But head coach of the Obuasi-based side, Siki Akono, is confident of weathering the storm.
We had chances last week. We lost bitterly in the last minute, and so no complaints. I mean, I'm comfortable with a 1 point. It was possible we could have won the match, but I'm okay with the results. No complaints. When you talk, it becomes an issue. We got a point and we're okay. I've never heard that before. Never heard of that. 10 minutes injury time. It's uncalled for.
Now, away from the Ghana Premier League and from Ghana, let's head to France and talk about some tennis happening in Monte Carlo. Now, world number 1 Rafael Nadal raced past Slovenia's Aljaž Beden to reach the 3rd round of the Monte Carlo Masters, and also Marin Cilic secured his 3rd round berth after beating Spaniard Fernando Verdasco. Here are some highlights of those games.
Rafael Nadal began his path to an unprecedented 11th title in the Principality. The world number 1 met Slovenia's Aljaž Beden, whom he beat en route to his 9th Monte Carlo Masters title in 2016. The 31-year-old, who made a successful return to tour-level action earlier this month, helping Spain beat Germany to advance the Davis Cup World Group semi-finals, roared out the blocks. He took the opening set 6-1 in just 38 minutes. The Spanish superstar was as fluent and as impressive in the 2nd set. He stormed to victory to set up a last 16 encounter against Russian Karen Khachanov, who beat France's Gilles Simon in straight sets. Nadal will need to retain the title here, which would represent his 31st Masters 1000 crown, to remain at the summit of the ATP rankings. Marin Cilic was also in action on Wednesday at the Monte Carlo Masters, the season's first clay court ATP 1000 tournament. Cilic, the 2nd seed, wrapped up play against Spain's Fernando Verdasco. The 29-year-old Croatian, who is yet to reach a quarter-final since January after falling to Roger Federer in the Australian Open final, took the 1st set with ease. Verdasco, who was 1 win away from becoming the 6th Spaniard in the Open era to earn 500 career tour-level victories, put up a greater fight in the 2nd set. Cilic, though, clawed his way back from 5-3 down to prevail in a tie-break. He claimed a 6-3, 7-6 victory in 1 hour and 33 minutes. He goes on to face Milos Raonic for a spot in the quarter-finals. Well, there were wins for Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal and Marin Cilic. Kai Nishikori ousted Daniel Medvedev to reach the last 16.
All right, so talking about the Monte Carlo Masters, there are some very interesting fixtures to look ahead to. But Alexander Zverev is done with his game. He wrapped it up in 3 sets against Jan-Lennart Struff. David Goffin has also beaten Roberto Bautista in 2 straight sets, 6-4, 7-5. Grigor Dimitrov is currently in action against Philipp Kohlschreiber, 1 set apiece, and they are into the 3rd set. Novak Djokovic in action against Dominic Thiem from Austria. Novak Djokovic has taken the 1st set, 7-6. Later on, Misha Zverev takes on Richard Gasquet. Rafael Nadal takes on Karen Khachanov. Andrea Seppi is up against Kei Nishikori. And then in the other, or the final match for the day, Milos Raonic will be up against Marin Cilic. You can check out more on myjoyonline.com/sports. I tweet at the handle @Babatando. It's same for Instagram. Sports is done. Good afternoon.